Growing old is a blessing, but it also brings many challenges. After the age of 70, the body does not work the same way it did when we were younger. Muscles become weaker, bones lose strength, the heart does not pump as powerfully, and the brain becomes more sensitive. Sleep, which is supposed to refresh and heal the body, can sometimes turn into a risky time if we are not careful. Doctors often say that health after 70 is shaped not only by diet and exercise, but also by how we sleep and what we do before going to bed. Many people believe that once they lie down at night, their body simply rests. But the truth is that the body is still very active during sleep. The heart continues to beat, the lungs continue to move air, the brain sorts memories, and cells repair themselves. That is why doctors warn that bad bedtime habits can interfere with these processes. For younger people, these habits might only cause discomfort, but for older people, especially those over 70, these mistakes can be dangerous, even deadly. In this script, we will talk about 4 bedtime mistakes that doctors say can be harmful to seniors. The purpose is not to create fear, but to bring awareness. Knowledge is the first step to protection. If you or someone you love is over 70, paying attention to these warnings can make the difference between a peaceful night's rest and a silent danger. Let's begin with the first bedtime mistake. Mistake number 1. Go to bed right after a heavy meal. It is common for many people to enjoy a late dinner, especially after retirement when schedules are flexible. Sometimes, family gatherings, social events, or simply late-night hunger can push dinner time to 8, 9, or even 10 o'clock at night. After eating, it feels natural to want to lie down and rest. But for someone over 70, going to bed immediately after a heavy meal can be very harmful. Why is this dangerous? The answer lies in how the body digests food. When we eat, the stomach works hard to break down food into smaller parts. Enzymes, acids, and muscles all play a role in this process. Normally, gravity helps digestion by keeping the food moving downward through the stomach into the intestines. But if a person lies down right after eating, gravity is no longer helping. Instead, food and stomach acid can flow backward into the food pipe. This condition is known as acid reflux. For younger people, acid reflux may cause only heartburn or discomfort, but for older people, the risks are greater. The acid can irritate the throat, make breathing harder at night, and even trigger choking while asleep. In severe cases, acid reflux during sleep has been linked to sudden nighttime deaths in elderly patients with weak hearts or lungs. Another danger of eating late and sleeping quickly afterward is the stress it puts on the heart. A heavy meal increases blood flow to the stomach and intestines. The heart must pump harder to supply this demand. In people over 70, especially those with high blood pressure, heart disease, or diabetes, this extra workload can lead to chest pain, irregular heartbeat, or even a heart attack during the night. Doctors have recorded cases where seniors who went to bed right after a large dinner suffered sudden cardiac arrest while asleep. It is also important to remember that metabolism slows down with age. A meal that a younger adult can digest in a few hours may take an elderly person much longer. If food remains undigested in the stomach while lying down, it can cause bloating, discomfort, and disturbed sleep. Poor sleep further weakens the immune system and makes the next day more tiring, which starts a harmful cycle. A simple story can help explain. There was a 72-year-old man who enjoyed his dinner late in the evening. He often ate rice, meat, and fried dishes at 9:30 or 10 p.m., and soon after, he would go straight to bed. His family noticed that he often coughed at night and sometimes woke up gasping. One night, after a particularly heavy meal, he went to sleep as usual but never woke up. Doctors later explained that acid reflux may have caused food or acid to enter his airway, leading to breathing failure. His family was shocked because they thought it was just a simple habit. This story is not rare. Many similar cases have been reported by doctors worldwide. So, what should people over 70 do? The advice from doctors is clear. Eat dinner early and give your body enough time to digest before sleeping. The best time for dinner is at least 3 hours before bedtime. If you usually sleep at 10 p.m., try to finish dinner by 7 p.m. Keep the meal light. Avoid very fatty, spicy, or fried foods at night. Instead, choose vegetables, soups, boiled foods, and small portions of protein. If you feel hungry later, you can have a small snack like fruit, yogurt, or a glass of warm milk, but avoid lying down immediately after eating. Another useful tip is to sit upright or take a short walk after dinner. Gentle movement helps digestion and keeps the stomach working smoothly. Even walking around the house for 10 to 15 minutes can make a big difference. Avoid bending over or lying flat, because this can push stomach acid upward. Doctors also suggest raising the head of the bed slightly if reflux is a problem. Sleeping with the head a little higher than the body can prevent acid from flowing into the throat. This small adjustment can protect breathing and reduce nighttime coughing. In summary, the first bedtime mistake that can be deadly after 70 is going to bed right after a heavy meal. It may seem harmless, but science and medical experience show that it can lead to serious problems. Eating earlier, choosing lighter meals, and allowing time for digestion can save lives. For seniors, these small changes can mean better sleep, stronger health, and peace of mind for both themselves and their families. Mistake number 2, taking sleeping pills without proper guidance. As people age, sleep often becomes harder. Many seniors complain that they cannot fall asleep easily, or they wake up several times during the night. Some say they feel sleepy during the day, but restless at night. Because of this, many people over 70 turn to sleeping pills. At first, these pills may seem like a simple solution. You take one, and soon you drift into sleep. But doctors warn that taking sleeping pills without proper guidance can be very dangerous for seniors. The human brain changes with age. The chemicals that control sleep and wake cycles, like melatonin and serotonin, do not work the same way as before. At the same time, older adults often take medications for blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, or heart disease. When a person over 70 adds sleeping pills to this list, the mixture can create harmful side effects. One of the biggest dangers of sleeping pills is that they can slow down breathing. Some pills, especially strong ones, relax not only the mind but also the muscles that control breathing. For an elderly person whose lungs are already weaker, this can cause dangerously slow breathing at night. If the person also has conditions like sleep apnea, chronic bronchitis, or heart failure, the risk is even higher. There have been reports of seniors who stop breathing in their sleep because of the combined effect of sleep disorders and sedative medications. Another risk of sleeping pills is confusion and falls. Many pills stay in the body for hours after being taken. This means that when a senior wakes up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, they may still feel dizzy or unsteady. Their balance is weaker than before, and their bones are more fragile. A simple fall on the way to the bathroom can result in a broken hip, head injury, or even death. Doctors often say that one of the most silent killers of seniors is not the disease itself, but the complications after a fall. There is also the problem of memory. Some sleeping pills can cause forgetfulness or confusion the next day. A person may not remember if they took their medicine, what time they ate, or even important conversations. Over time, this can make the brain weaker and increase the risk of dementia. Families sometimes notice that their elderly loved one is becoming more forgetful, not realizing that sleeping pills may be part of the cause. Let's consider the story of a 75-year-old woman who had trouble falling asleep. She started taking over-the-counter sleeping pills every night. At first, they seemed harmless. She felt relaxed and was able to sleep. But after a few weeks, her daughter noticed she was more forgetful and often confused in the mornings. One night, she got up to use the bathroom, felt dizzy, and fell, breaking her hip. After the surgery, her health declined quickly. The doctors later explained that her sleeping pills contributed to her fall. Her family wished they had known earlier. Doctors are not saying that all sleeping pills are always bad. In some cases, when prescribed carefully and monitored closely, they may be useful for a short time. But the danger comes when seniors take them without proper advice, take higher doses than needed, or mix them with alcohol or other medications. So what should people over 70 do if they cannot sleep well? The first step is to talk to a doctor. There are many natural ways to improve sleep that do not carry the same risks as pills. For example, creating a bedtime routine can help signal the body that it is time to rest. Going to bed at the same time every night and waking up at the same time every morning keeps the internal clock steady. Avoiding caffeine, strong tea, and alcohol in the evening also makes a big difference. Light exercise during the day, such as walking, can improve sleep at night. Gentle stretching or breathing exercises before bed can calm the mind. Many seniors also find comfort in reading a light book, listening to soft music, or drinking warm milk before bed. Even adjusting the bedroom, keeping it dark, quiet, and cool, can improve sleep quality. Some doctors may recommend melatonin supplements for older adults. Melatonin is a natural hormone that the body produces to regulate sleep. Unlike strong sedatives, melatonin works with the body's rhythm and is generally safer. But even then, it should be taken under medical supervision. The main point is clear. Relying on sleeping pills without proper guidance can be deadly after 70. The risks include slow breathing, falls, memory loss, and harmful drug interactions. Instead of reaching for pills, seniors should first try natural methods and always consult a doctor before using any medication. Good sleep is important at any age, but after 70, it becomes even more precious. Protecting sleep in safe ways can add years of health and happiness. Avoiding this bedtime mistake may be one of the best gifts you give yourself and your loved ones. Final conclusion. Life after 70 should be a time of peace, wisdom, and comfort. But health at this stage is fragile, and even small bedtime mistakes can carry serious risks. Doctors have shared countless examples of seniors who suffered quietly in their sleep, not because of fate alone, but because of habits that could have been avoided. The 4 bedtime mistakes we discussed are simple but powerful lessons. Go to bed right after a heavy meal can harm digestion, strain the heart, and even block breathing. Taking sleeping pills without medical advice can cause dangerous side effects like slowed breathing, falls, or memory loss. Neglecting safe bedtime habits, such as a regular sleep schedule or a calm environment, can weaken the body over time. And ignoring warning signs like chest pain, shortness of breath, or loud snoring can lead to sudden emergencies in the night. The important truth is this. Most of these dangers can be prevented with awareness and small changes. Eat dinner earlier and lighter. Talk to your doctor before taking any medicine. Create a safe and peaceful sleep routine. Listen to your body and do not ignore unusual symptoms. These are not just medical instructions. They are acts of love for yourself and for your family. At the age of 70 and beyond, every day is precious. Sleep should be a time of healing, not a time of hidden risk. By avoiding these bedtime mistakes, seniors can protect their hearts, minds, and bodies. They can sleep with peace and wake with strength. The message from doctors is clear. Do not underestimate bedtime habits. They may seem small, but for those over 70, they can mean the difference between life and death. Awareness, caution, and care can turn the night into a safe passage instead of a silent danger. So take these warnings seriously. Share them with your loved ones. And remember, good health after 70 is not just about adding years to life. It is about adding life to years. Sleep wisely, and let every night be a gentle bridge to a brighter tomorrow.